If you've seen my last video, you will remember that we had a lot of leftover sauteed vegetables. Today we're going to use some of those delicious veggies to make a vegan omelet. We'll be using a tofu mixture in place of eggs. It will taste like eggs though, and nothing like tofu. This will make enough batter for 4 omelets. In your blender, add 8 ounces of organic firm or extra firm tofu. I'm using a high-powered Vitamix, but I think this will work well in any blender. To this, we will add 3/4 to 1 cup of soy milk. I'm using 3/4 cup to begin with. To this, we will add 1/4 cup nutritional yeast, 2 tablespoons of white miso. You can use soy miso or chickpea miso in this recipe. Miso is very salty, so there's no need to add salt to this recipe except for the finishing salt. Now we will add 1/4 cup all-purpose flour and the spices, a few cranks of freshly ground pepper, 1/2 teaspoon granulated garlic or powdered garlic, the same with granulated onion, 3/4 teaspoon turmeric. You can combine any of these ingredients in any order. It makes no difference at all. You'll see that we haven't included the last ingredient, lava salt. It can be found in any Indian grocer or can be ordered online. The Indian name for it is kala namuk, or black salt. It comes in rock form with a translucent black appearance, but once it's ground, it's rather pink, sort of a pinkish gray. You can buy it either way. We will use this as the very last touch to the omelet. This is the ingredient that makes the omelet taste like eggs. It's really amazing how much the salt tastes like eggs. I like to put it on the surface of tofu eggs because I think it loses its distinctive flavor once it's cooked. Finally, we'll add 1/4 cup cornstarch. This is the right consistency, so I won't add the rest of the soy milk at this time. The batter tends to thicken as it sits, so feel free to add the rest later if you need to. Now that the batter is blended, we'll move on to the stovetop. This omelet will only work in a non-stick pan. The best pan I've ever found for cooking these omelets is a very inexpensive pan that I found at Walmart's in a set of 2. Never come near this pan with a metal utensil. It scratches unbelievably easily. However, with a silicone spatula or rubber spatula, this pan will release delicate materials with ease. It cleans up easily and can be washed in the dishwasher. No, I'm not receiving any compensation for this information. I just really like these pans. They are extremely lightweight, almost flimsy, but they don't last forever. I use my smaller pan almost exclusively for making vegan omelets. Even with this pan, however, I have not been able to completely eliminate the need for a little earth balance with this dish. I find homemade butters with a cashew base don't work very well either because they tend to form a crust independently from the omelet. In this recipe, I prefer earth balance spread. If you find something else that works for you, use it, of course. Heat the pan on medium heat until the butter is melted and bubbly. Pour about 1/4 of the batter into the center of the pan and tilt the pan in every direction until the batter is evenly distributed. Cook for 1 or 2 minutes or until the batter is starting to firm up, similar to a pancake. We will be using about 3/4 cup of the sauteed vegetables per omelet. Reheat them for 1 minute in the microwave. They don't have to be piping hot. We just want to take off the chill of the refrigeration. Strain off any liquid that is pooled in your dish of vegetables. We want them to be as dry as possible. If you're starting from scratch, sauté your veggies of choice in a dry pan without a lid. Again, you want the liquid to cook off so they will be as dry as possible. We do not want a soggy omelet. On half of the omelet, place a layer of fresh spinach. It's best to pinch off any stems so they don't pierce the outer layer of the omelet once we turn it. Next, add your sauteed vegetables. And finally, a tablespoon of cashew cream cheese or plant-based cheese of choice. I like the cashew cream cheese because it doesn't require melting and because it adds a creaminess to the omelet and a wonderful flavor that complements the vegetables without competing with them. Once the cream cheese has been added, the omelet should be ready to turn. The edges should be slightly crisp and the batter fairly firm with no wet spots. Carefully work your spatula around the edges of the omelet to free it from the pan. Carefully slide the spatula underneath it and flip it over the half with all the vegetables. Now it is time to add just a few sprinkles of the kala namak, or black salt. This will give it its egg-like flavor. Slide the omelet to the back of the pan and onto a plate. Garnish with fruit or avocado slices with tomatoes. Serve immediately. If you like this recipe, remember to like it on YouTube and also subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much and happy cooking.